So, like others, I appreciate a good tactical handheld light. Have owned tons of them over the years, and for a while there was a push to try and make one light to rule them all that was both tactical and utility-minded. But for me, they are still two different lights, each for their own purpose. This led me to explore rechargeable lights recently, that is, handheld white light options, which have more than one mode of operation, but can fill the need for a variety of purposes. One of the lights was purchased by me, and I'll get to that later, but the other two lights were on loan from their owners. First, in the purely simple utilitarian category is the Streamlight Wedge. Streamlight is an American company, but the product is made in China. The charging system is done from a standard USB-C cord. This light system is simple. It has two brightness settings at both 300 lumen and what's called the throw (THRO) mode setting for a short blast of 1000 lumens. This last mode is on a lever spring, so when you take your finger off the button, it automatically returns to 300 lumens. In addition, the pocket clip is capable of being mounted on either side. This light is intended for the pro coming from another light platform to the novice getting their first rechargeable pocket light. The Streamlight Wedge is priced at about $85 in 2024 money. As I dropped the light back off with the owner, Austin, I got a chance to talk to him about what he liked about the Streamlight Wedge.
Hey guys, welcome back to RBB. I'm here today with Austin from SafeFire. Austin, I appreciate you letting me use your Streamlight Wedge just to kind of get familiar with it. As you know, I didn't know anything about small rechargeable flashlights until I got the opportunity to work with you in Denver and SafeFire and compare that against something that I bought because it's kind of off the internet. So I just wanted to take a second and find out why you personally chose the Streamlight Wedge as something that you were going to just kind of use as an EDC light.
Yeah, definitely. Just as a basic EDC light, I found that the Streamlight was reasonably priced.
Right.
I love Surefire, don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
I have a ton of their products. I can't speak highly enough of them.
Right.
As something that's not weapon mounted, it's just sitting in my pocket all day. I really didn't need the stiletto.
Right.
Great product, but for half the price, I get something that does almost the same thing.
Agreed.
I did also kind of like the form factor of the Wedge a little bit more.
Right.
The Surefire is not too bad, but it is a little bulky kind of towards the top.
Yeah.
This is not much larger than a pen or a pocket knife, so it just kind of fits right in my pocket.
I agree. I would say that the Surefire for the cool features that it has, it's not a very good roommate in the pocket to other things that you may want to put in that same pocket. Whereas the Streamlight, it's like a little bit larger pen, if you will. And you not only have just the on-off, which is very, very user-friendly in my opinion, but also you can turbo it up if you really need to throw some light on something. And I just thought that was a great feature. I appreciate you letting me use it again. Any parting words on the Streamlight or anything about what people should be reflecting on if they're thinking about getting into the rechargeable EDC flashlight sort of field and kind of going through there?
Definitely. I would say maybe the one drawback on this one, I know Surefire does have a longer battery life on theirs. This is advertised as, I believe it was 3 hours.
Constant on.
Constant on. I charge this maybe once a month.
Okay.
With relatively consistent use.
Okay.
I've never had to go out on it.
Oh, that's crazy.
So it's not quite as long as the Surefire, don't get me wrong, but if you charge it, if you use it all the time, maybe charge it once a week or so.
Right.
But you can be pretty lazy with the charging and get away with it.
That's great. That's great.
Next up is the Olight Arcfeld Pro. This was the light that I had purchased, and here is what I found. Olight is a Chinese company, and the product is made there as well. The charging system is done using a magnetic tail cap, which means it is proprietary to Olight. However, one added benefit is that the back end magnetically attaches well enough to any surface it is attracted to, making it a feature that multiplies its usefulness when both hands are needed for a task. The pocket clip is not movable, but its usefulness is first in its class, which creates flexibility to use the light as a headlamp on the bill of a ball cap when needed. In addition, the Olight Arcfeld Pro has 3 different settings with some overlap. All are available with the rotation of one switch. The first mode shines UV light. This can be helpful when looking for specific items that stand out in that spectrum of light. The second mode is a green laser. The The laser can also be used along with the LED light to both shine into a dark area while pointing to something specific. Finally, the ArcFeld Pro has the main LED light mode with 5 brightness levels. The Olight ArcFeld Pro is being offered for as low as $80 in 2024 money. Last up in the Shootout is the Surefire Stiletto Pro. This was also a light that was loaned to me for testing. Surefire is an American company, and this product is made in the USA as well. The Stiletto Pro comes equipped with both a side-mounted switch for constant on in 3 different brightness modes, as well as a tail-end on-off clicky button for more tactical use. The ability for this light to maintain 1000 lumens for an entire hour could be very tempting for those looking to replace their current disposable battery-powered pocket tactical light. The Stiletto Pro's charging system uses a standard USB micro cord and can be picked up for about $225 in 2024 money. When dropping the Surefire Stiletto Pro off with the owner, Denver, he shared his thoughts on it.
This thing is fantastic. It does have a lot of application to it. This clip really takes it to another level, not only because you can put it flat into any kind of kit or any kind of pocket that you have. It's also flat in nature, so it doesn't roll on you. So if it does get knocked out of your hand, it's only going to slide for as far as it'll slide. One of the other cool features is a lot of times when I used to be in the military and we would be out going and doing things and we had to use white light for anything, a cool thing that you can do is you can clip this guy right onto a hat or anything like that, and you can have it ready and you still have your hands free.
The headlamp right there.
Exactly. And having the 3 settings in here, the low setting is one I use actually quite a bit, especially when I'm looking and inspecting anything inside of a firearm, or if I just want to look at something that is just I don't want to wash out anything. Those low lighting, the low light and the medium light are the ones I use the most.
Okay.
It's a lot of dark nook and crannies every time. I do use this every single day. Yeah. Every single day I do. And it's usually something I use at night. I'm going out to let the dogs out, or I'm on a walk, I'm doing something in the park. It gives a nice, good flood of what I'm looking at in my surroundings. And it really does illuminate an entire area very well, up to 1,000 lumens. So it really gets a good big picture of it. And when we're talking about rechargeable lights, this one really, really impressed me. I think when I first got this thing, I had it for probably about 8 months before I ever needed to charge it. And I only charged it because I think we were getting, there was like a possible power outage coming.
Right.
And I wanted to make sure that I had a good full charge just in case, because we don't know how long it's going to be for.
Sure.
So I did that only just out of precaution.
The bottom line is rechargeable lights have come a long way in a short amount of time. And while disposable batteried lights are still relevant due to the ease of changing them out and getting back into service much faster than charge times on any current lights, there is no doubt that the rechargeables have become capable of more brightness and longer run times than disposable batteries can pull off. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you back here next time on Ranges, Backstops, and Berms.